How to sketch a zombie skull. Now what we're going to do is do the obvious outline fairly quick. And we want the eyes there, the nose, the mouth, and I'm going to do the tongue hanging out there. Just quickly sketch the elements really lightly until you're happy with the overall concept. Evil frowning lines there. All these eyes will be more sunken in with the eyeballs just sitting in there like that. Give the teeth a bit more shape now. Sketch everything in quick because you're not worried about details, you're more worried about the overall sketch. Maybe draw a few stray hairs off here. Quite quick, like that. Outline of the eyes, because they're all hollow, so I'll just leave them like that. Draw the lower jawbone there, marking the teeth quite quick. Sketch some blood quite quickly there. We'll probably do this in a second video where I ink this drawing, but I might put it all in one video actually, just to show you it. Just quickly get the rough sketch down, bits of shadow, things like that. Bit of skin on there that's just rotting. Small little details, and that's a basic pencil sketch of a zombie skull, which we will develop but actually in another video, so we'll see the second part to this, and maybe a third part where we'll colour it, or maybe paint it actually. Yeah, paint it. So see you then. And so we can begin inking this zombie skull now. Just trying to improve some of the lines here and add some lines which, you know, pardon me, just had a sandwich, jolly good. Right, we'll just start to ink this teeth now, you know, make sure there's a nice large chewing teeth there. Other bits of areas here, another tooth there. Other small details like this. some of this drawing shaded, but really as quick as possible if I can. Just make the eyes hollow, so I don't want it to be blank, ready for the colouring stage next. Really, the inking stage, you could add more details, you know, as much as you want, or as little as you wanted, so you can really just have a good go at it. So I'll do chin there. Maybe do a lot of this blood that's going to be, you know, dripping off the chin. Yeah, that noise you can hear, the dog on the wooden flooring. I'll have to buy the dog some slippers or something. It makes a hell of a noise. Anyway, still love her though, don't we? Hey Bonnie. Here she comes. She's heard us. Oh, she hasn't really. She's run off. Where's she gone? Never mind. Let's just carry on inking this. And so we want to get all the details, bit of shade in there, but mainly it's going to be a line drawing. Because when we come to colour this, we're going to try and colour it in quite a groovy colour, because it's like a rotting zombie skull. These gel ink pens are fairly cheap, you know, but they do the job of inking, so, you know, you could use any type of inking pens really, but because it's not too fussed. And now I'm just rambling now, so I'll just get on with this drawing. To be just like quick shadow, you don't have to be too precise, because we can just fill in the blanks with lots of colour anyway, so, you know, and maybe some little veins there on the eyes, just help add a little something to it. few details. Bit of shadow on some of this blood. And so there we have our ink work on our zombie skull. You see we've like improved some of the drawing, added some more details and stuff like that. I'll just signature there. And so it's ready for colouring now. So I'll see you in the next video. So we're going to start to colour this zombie skull now. I've got my classic original Crayola colour pencils there, and the best thing about this one is it's got a white at the end there that I can use for blending right at the end, which I'm going to do. So I'll just get some colours out and then we'll start to colour this. And so I've selected some basic colours here. I'm going for more of a like a purpley blue pale skin on this one. I was going to originally do it like a green colour, but nah. Right, so I've got like a violet or a purple, and I want to go under these eyes, just a shade under there, and just shade off to moving a bit closer there, shade off some areas, and a lot of this is just going to be the shade where it's all shaded. Just add that. It's a good violet purple really, this to, you know, add the shadow in. You can do this area as well. Under the jawbone, where the cheekbone is there. It's a nice bit of shadow. Maybe on the chin area there. There's going to be a bit of shadow. All that blood and stuff is there. Just like that. Very small faint traces under the gum line there. Maybe in the middle of it, maybe purple, even though it looks like blue on the camera, but I assure you that is a purple. And a bit of shadow there, small bits of violet purple on this side. Bit there. So I've layered in quite a lot of purple there. Right, I'll leave the dark blue out there for now. I'll get this lighter blue. And what I want to try to do is just make all this slightly pale this light blue, it suggests the highlights as well, and you know, we don't want to add too much of it because it'll just be a mess of blue and purple, and that's not what we want to achieve. What we want to achieve is like a pale, rotten, you know, like face. So we'll add some slight red in there, you know, and maybe some pinks, you know, together with the white right at the end. So we're sort of just slowly suggesting the skin tone. I don't want any blue on the tongue really. So I've added in some light blue highlights. It's time to get the red out. And now we can work out exactly where we want to go here. I want some light red around the eyes. And even over that purple as well, we can just start to layer in a little bit there. Try not to layer it on thick, because when you blend it all together, it's going to be, you know, a light colour, so you don't want to lay it on, you know, press hard with the pencil now. So you can just see them, it's almost like a subtle suggestion of red just around the outside of the eyes. And you can do the inside of the nostrils as well, just nostrils, the skull-like rotten nose. And again, try and get more red on some of the white areas, but try and leave some of the white areas on the gums. Because we can blend it all together near the end of this colouring video. I'll try and go over some of the purple as well, because it adds a second tone to it as well, which is always useful. Let's go over this tongue now. Again, don't press too hard, because you just want to soften that purple down. Then add a small layer of red towards the outside edges there. So the colours are coming together now quite nicely. Just carry on with the rest. It's mainly the blood areas that you might have to press quite hard with, but again, don't fill up all the area, because you don't want it to be totally red colour. I'd like to add maybe some other little colours to it, just help to suggest all the blood. You know, might be slightly rotten, or it's been on his chin for a while. been eating people, this zombie. Maybe all day. Maybe he's been to an all-you-can-eat buffet or something. So I've left white areas on there for a reason, which we'll come back to later in the colouring. Colour the bits in there like that. Some of these areas here, like that. So it adds a nice tone to it once you've got some of these red areas. And this area wants to be slightly darker because we can see flesh under there, and you know, bits of rotten stuff. And the light turns just over some of that area. We'll just go over some of them just to suggest like veins in the eyes. I've seen this drawing come along quite nice. Have a little break with my arms and then we'll come back to this. We'll colour in the teeth and just work out a colour for the blank eyes, a bit of the hair which will probably be black, and then we'll blend it all together in a minute. So I've got a black Crayola pencil now. I just want to start to shade some of these teeth. So after these teeth are going to be all rotten as well, that's why. You know, just shading sort of areas, and leave a little white area at the bottom of each tooth. Just try and follow some of the lines there, you know, just to create this form on this teeth. Quickly done the teeth there, we'll just suggest some of the hair now. Some of this is just wispy strands, so just colour it in as best we can. Coloured in the teeth and the hair. Now let's start to work on these eyes. I just want these just to be hollow eyes, like I've said, and just shade around them like that with the grey, almost like colour with this black. That's that with that. Now I'll get, that's two, it's like an orangey red. I'll get the orange just to help us blend some of this blood, make it like it's almost like going off this blood. Just give it a slight bit there. Maybe add some brown. To it. There, the brown just helps to soften the, colours, just to help make it different, from the rest of the drawing. Right, now get a bit of yellow, because this one I had just a couple of small highlights to here. Just colour it in slightly under here. A bit yellow, not too much yellow. A bit on the teeth as well. Some lighter highlights just around the edges, just to help bring some of the areas out. Maybe some of the raised areas like the cheekbones. Just some of them areas. Not a lot of them, but some. Some on the side of these blood drips there. You see the yellow's just added something there, bit of contrast. Now I can start to blend some of these colours together. It just makes it smoother, by doing a white. I don't know if you can see. I'll show you on this tongue. Start there, and you work it through. And it just smooths it off. Look at that bit there, you can see the colours there, but you can see that it's smoothed it off there, so I'll do this bit there. So I definitely recommend using a white just to help smooth the colours through, because it really makes a difference. Even on these black areas, just smooth it. Just makes it more smoother, as you can see there. So we'll do all these areas. and go over all the other areas, because it really does help just to blend each and every colour together. So really them red areas that we did earlier are becoming like pink, and they're blending with the purples as well, so it really does become an advantage if you've got white, you know, Crayola pencil or any type of, you know, white pencil, so you can just blend some of these colours together. It even works on the eyes as well. Just remember to leave that white gap in the middle of the eye, because they're real hollow eyes. They become darker there, but it still works, so just quickly go over the hair. I don't really want to spend too much time because it's already been a long video. And there we have it, really, just a Crayola colour pencil zombie skull. Just try it yourself. Cheers now.